Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. Raul gets a foot in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. David Villa is onto this. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Batistuta. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bellingham has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's been caught now, takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Luis Suarez. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Defending here is really tight. Bale. Can he get it through?
Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Raul has found the net here, of course. Pass somewhat off target. Good take, and is he in? And he will. And the finish! Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when
it's Raul! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Bellingham! It's going to be another corner, I think. So, third corner of the game. Raul. Pull it, and they can counter here. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and this is Beckham. Picked out brilliant. He's having a shot! Mosquera gets good distance on it. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. And this is Raul. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's intervened well there. And here's Raul. David Villa. Chance! No mistake! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now, that looks a decent ball. Bale gets into a good position. Cleared away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Raul. The muscular approach does pay off here. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today.
And that's the second half started. Now it's Villa. Oh, well measured. Decent chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Japan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Luis Suarez. Bale goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers with whip. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's been shifted off it. Thuram. Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall pass school of defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bale. Pullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pirlo. And here's Suarez. And he's away. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Raul. And the through ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Pirlo.
That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
60 minutes played. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thuram. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bale. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. No foul, says the referee. Tchouaméni. Raul. And it's Pedri. Looking for the run. Now it's Villa. And a chance! Played out to the right. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Bale. Knocks it into space. And this is Luis Suarez. Fired deep towards the back post. Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tchouaméni.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Looking to play him in. Shot at goal! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Oakland Roots surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a cute ball. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He's got away, and it's played into the middle. Serves up across. Nicely weighted ball. It's a threatening ball. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Takes aim and crosses. That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Villa. Foot in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bellingham. Raul. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's superb. And he's found a way past.
Added time.
So their fourth quarter of the game. They've played it short. David Villa. And this is Raul. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And that will be it. Japan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. But as Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Big chance!
It's run loose, who's going to get there?
This time, surely!
And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
That was good alertness. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Japan looking to pass their way through. Rui Costa.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez out towards the flank. Baresi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Luis Suarez. And here's Ibrahimovic. They're urging him to shoot.
There's the shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bale puts them all in, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Japan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Now it's Doué, engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Koundé. And here's Owen. Gerrard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi.
He's found a way through.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and it's Bale. Now, that looks a decent ball. Timber promptly onto that, and that is that. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Casillas claims comfortably. Chance here to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's lofted through here. And he's managed to get free. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Not good chance here. That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Rui Costa. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Beckham with the short one. And that could well leave a mark. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ødegaard. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now he's got space here. Gerrard. Koundé. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Koundé. Koundé's...
And he shoots! In for the pieces! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely aimed pass. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Bale, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
And a quick reminder today, everybody, to make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution for Japan, number 27,
So once again, we're underway.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Ødegaard. Lewandowski. Ødegaard shot a goal! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckham. And that has not gone well. And he's there to retrieve it. Quick look, then
He rises!
harmlessly behind. Bale. Now it's Luis Suarez. Bale. Japan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He has found the way through. Cleared without complication. And that pass just didn't quite work. Lewandowski chasing after it. Vitinha. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Doué. That's good running with the ball.
Really well played.
He's through.
And the shot! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Japan have reclaimed it. And it's Ferdinand. Beckham. Now this could be a chance.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Big header! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is a fine goal, really efficient.
He's having a shot! And it's in!
And they're back in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that's gone route one. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ødegaard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means...
And the shot! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Japan, number 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Bale.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
The ball has bounced loose now.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And claimed it back swiftly. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Beckham. He's shifting through the gears here. Japan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. Kunde attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. There's some great running on show here, but he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
There
Timber.
will be 5 minutes added time.
Pirlo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Luis Suarez. Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he was alert to it. And he's in on goal. And this is Beckham. Flash climbs up big.
Oh, what about that? And that may just do it.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That's the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Ibrahimovic picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail, time and time again.
Goes for a shot!
That's an imaginative pass. Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a good run down the right. Otto. Messi. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Might want to be careful there.
And it's Otto. He's a sharp little ball here. Takes aim and header! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha. Messi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thinks one through. Ibrahimovic. Neymar. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. It's run loose here. Oh, well played, well played.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, this looks sharp. That is a great pick out. Lovely bit of skill. That's a good ball out wide. Aimed into... Climbs up big! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's through here. Lovely pass. It's Luis Suarez! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullback.
It's Perez! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
It's a searching pass. Davids makes the interception. Played in. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Beckham. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos, and here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Has a shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shapes to shoot!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Still goalless. Into the channel. Perez in acres of space out wide.
Oh, smashing header! Goal! First blood drawn.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Looking for the run. Perez providing an outlet on that flank.
Kumamoto clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Batistuta might just make this. He's on it, can he get away?
Chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
The movements, and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Shoots! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Good read, needed to be. Ibrahimovic trying to keep this in. Bale's cross. Back in once. He rises! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Now it's Forlan. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Figo. Luis Suarez. Looking to play him in. Oh, what has happened here?
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A case now of complete control.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
And this is Forlan. Ibrahimovic.
Decent chance! Really well taken goal.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to...
Shot a goal! Goal!
And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It's starting to look like a...
Luis Suarez! Oh, taken with style!
How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that means just one thing.
Shapes to shoot!
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. It's a searching pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass is short and sharp. And he's cut it out. Thuram, not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space.
Goes for a shot!
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Tries to pass it through. And it's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Forlan really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
Big chance! Forlan! That is a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
There will be 3
That
minutes
is
added
so
time.
good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's through here. And we've reached half-time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So off we go once more. Bale gets into some space. He's there and gets it away. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bale ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Ibrahimovic!
And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Beckham. And that is expertly dealt with. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Bernardo Silva. Oh, good take and a good air.
Oh, shooting chance! He scores!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He's shifting through the gears here. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Messi. Thuram is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, well played.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Figo. And he's intervened well there. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Searching pass he's played there. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Luis Suarez. Figo could try cutting inside here.
He's got tall, and he hits the net.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now the difference is 3. It's a goal kick. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Adams deals with that comfortably. Beckham, that's really well manoeuvred. It's played through for him.
He's one-on-one! And the shot! It's in!
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And that's been won straight back. Figo. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Bernardo Silva.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ibrahimovic.
He's having a shot! He's scored!
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening.
It's a mighty effort! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. He has a look up. Bonucci gets it clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then, How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Bale. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So, third corner of the game. Out to the left it goes. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. A probing pass. Good ball over the top. And he's away.
Great chance! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Adams demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him.
And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Looking to play him in. Gets into some space. Across. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi powering forward here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic. Big chance! It's in! There is the breakthrough! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. But that has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Beckham. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Raul.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Thuram. Stood up well to him there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Raul. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Hazard going full tilt down the left. Scholes. And here's Ferran Torres. Pirlo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's well positioned here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitutions taking place.
Beckham is standing over this one.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's...
Beckham!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's looking wide. Oh, what has happened here? Scholes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bale puts them all in. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Scholes plays a sharp little ball here. Beckham. And it's Messi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and he's managed to get free. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Provedel, in the context of the game, he must save it.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
A case now of complete control. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Bale, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Could try cutting inside here. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
There will be three.
The pass is intercepted. Bale. Oh, perfectly measured that.
And he shoots! Sticks it away!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Beckham. Messi receives it in a good position here. Now it's Bale.
Great chance!
Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Scholes takes a look up. He's in space and looking for options. Opts to play it back. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Hullet. Beckham with...
He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So now the difference is 3.
Chance for a shot!
And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Scholes. And this is Raul. He's got away. Marquez. And it's Vitinha. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. So we've reached the hour mark. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's in a great position here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Scholes. Raul. Beckham. That could spell trouble. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He has found the way through. Now it's Beckham. Cross, terrific header! Goal! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Hullet. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Marquez with the clearance. Now it's Ferran Torres. Threads one in. Bale gets into a good position. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Hullet. Distributed tidily. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the finish!
And for sure, that was not one of his best. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Might want to be careful there.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Raul. And he's searching through. Shot a goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's been won straight back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played out wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? He's found the way through. Beckham. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Turns and goes back. He's having a go. And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
There will be 3
Pirlo
minutes
gathers
added
from the goal
time.
kick. And the number on the board is 3. Ferran Torres, who does have an assist to his name. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel it.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach!
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put his...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt.